Alright, so hello guys and welcome, and today we are going to be playing some Temur Dragons. So I got inspired to build this deck after I've seen a video from Kalikaiz. One of his patrons made the deck donation and they have built an Izzet version of this, and I've decided to add green for Avenging Hunter and of course Writing Chrysalis. We will be playing the bridge package along with the Cleansing Wildfire. And the reason why this deck works so well with dragons is number one, we can play cards like Dragonfire, which is basically a red cast down because we can reveal cards like the Fanged Dragon or the Serpent here, which literally deals 6 damage to a creature for 2 mana, which is awesome. And even if you reveal something like the Hunter, that is still 5 damage which kills most stuff along with the Writing Chrysalis, even if they sacrifice the spawns, so that's really powerful. Dispelling Exile is a pretty good card because it works with the Behold the Dragon mechanic from Tarkir Dragonstorm. We do play a lot of dragons of course, and if we Behold the Dragon, it's basically a better mana leak. We don't need the double blue pip, although the double blue pip won't be impossible in this deck because we are playing 6 islands I think, and then 4 Lorians, so 2 blue sources should be enough, so we can play 2 counter spells themselves as well. And we are playing the Snowland package so that we can play Scred, so I think we are really set on removal here. The Scred is great in a deck like this, it works as well as in Jeskai Ephemerate, and then the Dragon's Fire, like I said, could be basically a red cast down, so that's really powerful. You've got the Writing Chrysalis. You know, it's weird to play the Eldrazi in a Dragon deck, but the Writing Chrysalis is just so powerful, I would feel bad not playing it. It's just a great card, and with the Wildfire we can play it on turn 3 and the spawns can help us play the big dragon, so I think this card is very important in the deck. We've got the Lorien for fixing, and I think a decent amount of time this will actually draw us the 3 cards with all the ramp we have within the Wildfires. For Ferals, this is not only a dragon we can cast later, but most importantly it's a card draw spell, which is really important. This deck doesn't have a whole lot of card draw, but with the Wildfire and some of the adventures and this Omen, it should really be enough. Then the Hunter, I feel like we have enough removal so that the initiative will stick with us, and of course it's one of the best dragons in Pauper. We've got this dragon here as well, which is an Omen 2. The 2 mana ability is pretty good. The instant we can tap something and cantrip, that's really good, and then later we can cast it as a 6 mana 4/4 with flying and ward 2, which isn't nothing to sneeze at. Now the big dragons, I feel like those are the best ones. They have the adventure mechanic, which means we can cast the small spell and then recast the dragon later, which is really good. In my opinion, it's a lot better than the Omen stuff. So this one we can bounce a creature and then it's a 6/6, which can't be blocked if we cast a non-creature spell. That will be very easy. And then the Fanged Dragon, you guys probably know this one. It's basically a 2 mana Tectonic Hazard, so it can clear some small creatures. And then it's a 7 mana 6/3 with flying, really powerful. Let's take a look at the sideboard. So the sideboard in this deck is a little bit different than the sideboard that I would like to play, and I will explain why. So basically we've got the 3 Pyroblasts here, very important, very good. We've got 2 breath weapons. I think I would normally play 3, of course the breath weapon is incredible in this deck with all of those dragons. 2 dispels, instead of the dispels I would actually play some Hydroblasts, and I think I would cut 1 Weather and or 1 Relic to play even 1 more Hydroblast, so I would do 3. Then of course the Weather is extremely important in this very aggressive meta game, and then Relics, we don't have any synergy with the graveyard like at all, so this hits only the opponent, and I think playing 3 or 4 is really good. So let me know what you think about this deck and which changes would you make, and let's see how this works. Let's see if we can win with dragons. I will see you in the games. So we go second here against Dr. Day 96, and we can keep this. I think this hand is pretty good. Probably cycle the revealed. We have the Exhale, which is awesome. We can reveal the Dragon or the Hunter. Okay, they go for a Mountain and a Clockwork. A very fast start from them. Hit us for 1. We can use the Fanged Dragon pretty effectively here, maybe. Alright, let's play an island, say go. Okay, we get hit for 1, they don't do anything, so we will cycle the Lorien. I think for a red source here. Okay, they bolt us. Rimewood Falls, another Exile. I do think I want to keep the Exile here. And then next turn we will Fjord with another Exile up. Okay, they go to combat, hit us for 1. End step, sweet. Bountiful Landscape, that's pretty good actually. I think we will go for the Fjord though. And leave the Exile on top. Okay, they didn't do anything, which is definitely interesting. Hit us for one more. End step, alright, cool. We do find a bridge as well. That's pretty cool. So we can play the bridge. We could Fang Dragon, but I don't think we want to because we wouldn't have an exile then. I'll just play bridge, say go probably. The easiest way to do this. Ginger Brute. That's fine, we will Fang Dragon that. They hit us for 2. End step, sure. We find a Dragon's Fire as well. So let's play Landscape. Let's Fang Dragon. Forktail Sweep. Try to kill both of those creatures. Find a Goblin Tomb Raider. We can use the Dragon's Fire for that. I like it. Or we could actually Dispelling Exile as well. Let's just say go now. Okay, Tomb Raider. We will use the Dragon's Fire for sure. Oh, they don't even have an artifact. Okay. Burning Tree Emissary. I think I would like to counter that though. We will reveal the Avenging Hunter. We didn't even need to, but... yeah, we actually didn't need to. Maybe I shouldn't have revealed. Okay, Ginger Brute. Interesting. Oh, so... yeah, okay. It's pretty bad. That's fine though. We will crack the landscape. Find a mountain maybe? Yeah, probably a mountain here. Scrat is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make it 6. Everything is an instant here, so let's just do that and say go. We are relatively healthy here. Okay, Burning Tree Emissary. Depends what they want to do with that. Okay, let's say fine. Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is annoying. I think I will counter the Tomb Raider though. I mean, if they have a Bushwhacker, the last card, that could be pretty difficult. Go to combat, okay. They attack us like this. So we will scrap the Tomb Raider. And then probably just Dragon's Fire, the Ginger Brute. End step, cool. We got Rimewood Falls here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could have 7. 6-3 flying. I would rather probably use the Avenging Hunter here. We could also just play the Fang Dragon, but that can be lightning bolted, so let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Avenging Hunter. We are going to go ahead and find the forest, play the Rimewood Falls and just say go. Next turn probably the Fang Dragon. Hopefully we can stick the Avenging Hunter without losing initiative. Great Furnace, combat, no attacks, beautiful. We can go for the Forge, or we could Lost Well. I think we are going to go for the Forge as always. Ooh, Fang Dragon, that is good. So it means we can attack and then play the Fang Dragon of our own. We'll play the one from the exile, because the Forktail Sweep could be useful later on. So let's play the Fang Dragon, simply a 6-3 with flying. And say go. We win the first game, great. So let's see what can we do in the second one. We do have a lot of cards that can help us really well here. So I don't think the 1-for-1ing is the plan here, to be fair. So I think we can just turn off some of the Dragon's Fires. I also do believe that the Avenging Hunters aren't the best in this matchup. We can maybe keep like 1. The Island Dragon is fine, nothing major though. We definitely want the Breath Weapons, the Dispels, and then probably all 4 of the Weathers. Okay, real nice. With that out of the way, we can go to the next game. Hopefully we have enough dragons to make the Dispelling Exile work, but I think we should. I think we can expect some, maybe like Pyroblasts from them. Yeah, that's probably what they are going to go for here. They mulligan to 6, we will keep 7. I do enjoy this hand a lot. If we find a basic land or the landscape, this is really great. We can use the Wildfire and everything. It will just go really well together because of the Weather the Storm. So let's keep. Go for a mountain and instantly start with the Clockwork yet again, that's cool. They skipped combat. I think that was a misclick. So -1 damage. We will go for the Slagswood Bridge. Okay, now they hit us for 1. Play a Relic. We don't have anything in the graveyard, so we are fine with that. We could cycle Lorien or we could play the Fjord. It doesn't matter. Both of them are basically tapped. So we'll just play the Fjord and say go. Slow start from us. Next turn probably Lorien into Wildfire. Then we can maybe prepare bigger Weather the Storm here. Go for a Synth, trying to find some lands. That's fair. Mountain, that's good for them. That's good for them. Combat, hit us for 1, that's cool. And end step, so we will cycle Lorien here. And pick up, I think, just a basic island. Nothing too crazy. Find a Scred as well. We could kill the Percussionist, but I don't think we want to. I think we will just use the Cleansing Wildfire right now. Find a... I think 1 green source should be enough. I'm not sure exactly. I hope so. We do have the Chrysalis in hand. Maybe let's go for the Forest here. Breath Weapon is amazing. Yeah, that's a lot of hate for them. I like this. We can use the Scred on something bigger. If they play something like a Tomb Raider, we can definitely Scred that. I want to keep the Percussionist alive as long as we can. Because of the card, right? Another Clockwork. Okay, not ideal. We get hit for 2. I think we can just cycle the Lorien yet again and pick up an island. Fang Dragon. I actually like it. We may play it. You know what? Let's go. Let's just sweep the board. I know I said I want to keep those guys alive, but we have an opportunity right now to get rid of them. And let's see what they exile. Galvanic Blast. And? Okay, I think we are chilling here. We can Weather or Breath Weapon. Okay, we exile one of the relics. It doesn't really matter, right? I mean, one of the Loriens, right? I'm thinking, why did they think we are a graveyard deck? So this deals only 2 damage, right? So we will let that through, no problem. Rally, okay. I think we can Breath Weapon that if we want to. It's like one of the more low to the ground Breath Weapons, but 2 damage is still 2 damage, right? I could have used the Exile actually. Might have been better here. No, let me just Breath Weapon, it's fine. The Exile will be useful later on as well. Oh, a Bushwhacker, okay. Naked Bushwhacker. Lorien Revealed goes out. And then we do find land, which is good. We have 5 right now. So what can we do here is... We could either keep 1 for the Scred or we could 1 for the Exile. I think we will play the Chrysalis. Wait, we can actually keep 1 for both. So we can do this, play the Chrysalis. And then we can sacrifice the Spawn and use the Exile. Or we can just play the Scred by itself if the opportunity presents itself. Bridge and say go. Okay, Reckless Impulse. I don't think I want to let that through. So I will use the Dispelling Exile here. I will cast with the cost. Let's reveal a Serpent, why not? Yeah, and it's too much for them. We even had the Weather, so 2-1 against Burn. 2-0 actually, awesome. Alright, we go first against 1997. Let's see what hand we get. Triple Wildfire is kind of wild. Let's keep. This is pretty interesting. Let's go Bridge and say go. Ooh, Urza's Power Plant, Candy Trail. Okay. Okay, let's start doing the Wildfire stuff here. We will play as many Cleansing Wildfires as we can, right? That's the motto here. Let's go for a Mountain. And draw a Forest too, okay. Oh, it's Flicker Tron, okay. So Chromatic Spear, Candy Trail, Chromatic Star, Dragon's Fire is nice. We will go for double Wildfire here. Mountain with this one. And then let's go Island with this one. That's a lot of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play a big dragon next turn, if that's worth something. We can also hold up a counter spell. Yeah, this is really nice. They will get Tron next turn. Okay, Storm Shriek Feral, pretty good. We want to start casting the big guys, right? The big boom booms. So maybe let's start with the Writing Chrysalis. We can keep up a counter spell or Dragon's Fire. Let's go for a Chrysalis. We could also go for the Serpent, but I think I'm good. I will play the Landscape. Just say go. We will correct the Landscape too. This has haste, which is nice. We have the counter spell ready if something goes wrong. Crack the map, yep. So they will have Tron next turn. Scary. Chromatic Sphere, that's cool. Vongren Marauder, that's a counter spell like I've never seen before. We could also Dragon's Fire, but I think I'm good. End step, we will crack the Bountiful Landscape. I think an island is ideal here. Okay, sweet. We can go for the Hunter. Leave up the Dragon's Fire. Let's see how many lands we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands on turn 5. Yeah, that makes sense with 3 Wildfires. 8, we have 10 mana basically. So we can go Hunter plus Storm Shriek Feral. I think that's what we are going to do here. We could also go this thing, but I really want to go for the Avenging Hunter here. So let's do that. The island, please. Cool. And then do we just go for the Feral? Or do we keep like the Wildfire, the Dragon's Fire? Because we could, if they have like a Vongren Marauder number 2. I don't want to get super greedy with this. We could just flush out, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm for it. We'll just like flush out, discarding the island. Okay, another Feral, that's not bad. Let's attack only for 2. I know we are taking it a little bit slow here, maybe slower than necessary, but if they go with the Marauder, we need to have something to respond. It looks like they might, to be honest. It looks like they might go for it. Look. Yep, here he is. bauble. So sacrifice, add this, Dragon's Fire, we reveal the dragon. That will be the Sword Ghost Serpent. Okay, they return back the Marauder, that's fine. Crack the trail, okay. And another bauble, sure. Marauder, okay. So we of course go for the Forge on the Avenging Hunter. Another Feral, I mean, I don't hate it. Although I think I will flush out away the bridge. Another Dragon's Fire, we definitely want to keep that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's exactly Feral, go to attacks. And we have a Dragon's Fire if necessary here. We win the first game, cool. Let's see what can we sideboard in. So I don't think Dispel is the play here. I think Pyroblast might be quite important in this. I don't think Screds are that great. The Island Dragon is just fine, the Fang Dragon is pretty middling as well. I wanna bring the Pyroblasts, and is Relic important here? It might, right? It might be. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. I'm still not sure if they like rely heavily on the graveyard or just like it's some of a convenience, right? This hand is fine. It's not the worst thing in the world, right? We've got the Pyroblast, we've got the Chrysalis. Let's keep this one. It's fine. They go for a Crystal Grotto. Okay. Pretty beautiful art on this one, I have to say. Let's start with the bridge. Say go. Island. Prophetic Prism. Sure. Okay, bridge. I think we are going to go for the bridge. We could also cast the Feral here. I mean the flush out, right? But I think I'm just bridging, then maybe cycling the Lorien. First Tron land of the game. Foundry Inspector, which honestly needs to die fairly soon. Oh yeah, it's too late. We need to kill that. Let's cycle Lorien, pick up a snow-covered island, and the Serpent. I mean, okay. They would at least need to replay that if we bounce it, which is not the end of the world. I like that, it's better than nothing. The problem is we can't really counter that, right? Later. So I think what I want to do here, let's see, I think yeah, the Screds are out. Let's set a stop on their upkeep. We will return the Foundry Inspector back, and that's about it. We have the Pyroblast, but I don't know, it's probably like a Rook turret. Okay, Chromatic Star. Cool. They find another land, pretty good for them. Crack the map too. Sphere, okay. This is good because this means we can actually use the Exile to maybe counter that. I mean, hopefully counter that. Maybe actually not even, right? Let's roll out with the Storm Shriek Feral here. We will flush out. And we are flushing out, I think, the bridge. Okay, Wildfire is here. Wildfire is not bad. So they have the Tron next turn, which is 7 mana, this is 8. So this works. I mean, the Exile still works. Unless it doesn't. We will see what they do. Yeah, the Inspector is here, and they sadly have the 4. So this is pretty bad. Need to find an alternative way to go about this. Okay, Bauble. I'm thinking, what are they going to do with this mana? Probably just play more artifacts, right? I'm waiting for Rook turret so that we can Pyroblast that. Frantic Salvage. Yeah, we are definitely exiling that one, that's for sure. Reveal the Feral. Okay, back to us. Here is the Hunter, which I think is cool. I'm not sure. I kind of want to kill the Inspector first, if I'm being honest. We can't even play the Hunter is the thing, right? So we need to find some alternative here. I think I will go for the Feral first. Discard the Writing Chrysalis. Mountain, Fang Dragon. Fang Dragon, sadly not enough as well. Okay, let's just go for the Wildfire. Pick up a Island. Serpent. I mean, Serpent is fine. Maybe we can land the Pyroblast. Compulsive Research. I think I want to Pyroblast that actually. Refractor, sure. We just need to find a way to get rid of the Foundry Inspector. Yeah, it's Fongren Marauder. Dragon's Fire. Dragon's Fire is helpful. I mean, we are hanging out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to Dragon's Fire though. I mean, we don't need to, but it would be nice, right? We can Dragon's Fire Chrysalis. We can Chrysalis. Dragon's Fire. We have this thing then. That's not bad. Let's go for a Writing Chrysalis. And then probably just Dragon's Fire. I'm not sure what we want to Dragon's Fire. It's probably the Marauder, right? I'm not sure if the Inspector or the Marauder is more dangerous. It's probably the Marauder, I feel like. Let's reveal the Serpent. expedition map is definitely good for them. Okay, they are stuck, so we can develop a lot here. Storm Shriek Feral is fine. So is Fang Dragon. We can flush out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So with that we can maybe like flush out and Avenging Hunter, right? So let's do that. Let's flush out first. I think we will discard actually the Serpent here. I don't think it's that good anymore. Okay, Lorien will probably serve as some more card draw. Let's play a land. Okay, sacrifice this guy. 1, 2, 3, and let's go for Avenging Hunter. Find an island and we will attack. Ooh, another Foundry Inspector. That's pretty scary. I wonder if we forge or lost well. I mean, we probably just forge, let's be honest. Forge, Avenging Hunter, another Avenging Hunter. That's great. We can make them lose 5 and they're like close to being dead. I like this. So we have 9 mana here. Even with the land we play this turn, so I think it's sadly only the Avenging Hunter, right? I mean, not sadly, it's still awesome. It's a trap. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So let's go to attacks first. Attack with those two guys. They double blocked the Avenging Hunter. Okay, I didn't expect that, but I think I'm completely fine with that. Now we could Lorien to maybe find some interaction, and I think I'm for it instead of playing the Avenging Hunter. Okay, Pyroblast, Dragon's Fire, exactly what we wanted. Beautiful. Actually beautiful. We have everything we need here. Yeah, and they didn't find any cantrips, so we win the game 2-0 against the Tron. Really cool game. So we are back with the conclusion, and the deck works actually really nicely. I thought we have actually a lot of removal. Maybe the only change I would suggest is to cut 1 or 2 of the Avenging Hunters, or maybe the Island Dragons. I don't feel like they are very necessary, and replace that with some cantrips. But we have a lot of removal. We have the counter spell package. I mean, we could even play more counter spells and like 1 or 2 less of the Dispelling Exiles. Battle Writing Chrysalis and the late game Dragons were able to win us a lot of games along with the Avenging Hunters. It's true that the Hunter isn't good in every matchup, so we could do like 2 or 3 in the deck, maybe like 3. And then the sideboard was incredible. It won us so many different games. I would like to see the Hydroblast in there as well, maybe instead of the Dispels, but the Weathers, the Relics, all very important against most of the metagame. Along with the Breath Weapon, of course, which is in this deck even better than usual. So let me know what did you think about this deck and how would you improve it down in the comments, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching, bye.